Cats are mysterious creatures. They sleep nearly 16 hours a day, yet somehow they always seem to wake up at the exact moment you're asleep. And if you've ever noticed your cat quietly watching you while you sleep, you're not imagining things. Many cat owners report the exact same behavior. But here's where it gets interesting. That quiet nighttime staring might actually reveal something very important about how your cat sees you. Tonight, we're going to break down the real reasons your cat watches you sleep. And by the end of this video, you might look at your cat very differently. Because what seems like a strange habit might actually be one of the strongest signs of trust your cat can give you. 1. Your cat is checking if you're safe. Let's start with something most people don't realize. Even the most pampered house cat still carries the instincts of a predator. And predators are always aware of their surroundings. When your cat watches you sleep, part of their brain is simply doing what it was designed to do: monitor their environment. But here's the surprising part. In the wild, cats rely heavily on the behavior of the animals around them. If the group is calm, it means things are safe. If someone suddenly wakes up or reacts, that could signal danger. So when your cat watches you sleep, they may actually be checking on you, making sure everything around them is calm. In a strange way, your cat might be using you as a safety signal. 2. They are studying your routine. Cats are incredibly observant, much more than most people realize. Over time, your cat learns your habits. When you wake up, when you move, when you get up for food, even how you breathe while sleeping. In fact, studies on domestic cats show they are extremely skilled at recognizing human patterns. So when your cat sits quietly watching you sleep, they may simply be observing, learning. Cats rely on routine to understand their world. And by watching you, they're gathering information about the most important creature in their environment: you. 3. They feel responsible for watching over you. This might sound surprising, but many cats actually develop protective behaviors toward their owners. Even though cats are small, they still carry the instincts of hunters and territorial animals. And when animals form strong bonds, they often take turns being alert while others rest. This behavior appears in many species, including cats. So when your cat sits nearby watching you sleep, something deep in their instincts might be telling them, "This is my human, and it's my job to keep watch." Now, will your cat actually defend you from danger? Probably not, but instinct doesn't care about logic. To your cat, they may simply be standing guard. 4. They are curious about you. Cats are naturally curious creatures. Everything you do is fascinating to them, including sleeping. When you sleep, your breathing changes. Your body moves differently. You make small sounds. Your scent changes. To a cat, this is all interesting information. And because cats are extremely sensitive to movement and sound, they may wake up easily during the night. When they do, they sometimes observe the most important thing in the room: you. It's not strange behavior, it's curiosity. 5. They are bonded to you. Now here's where things get a little deeper. Research into cat behavior has shown that cats form attachment bonds with their owners that are surprisingly similar to the bonds between infants and caregivers. This means your cat doesn't just live in your house. They form emotional connections with you. And bonded animals tend to stay close to each other during vulnerable moments. Sleeping is one of the most vulnerable states any animal can be in. So if your cat chooses to sit near you while you sleep, they're placing themselves close to someone they trust. That quiet stare might actually be a sign of comfort, a sign that your presence makes them feel safe. 6. They can sense your emotional state. Here's something that surprises many cat owners. Cats are incredibly sensitive to changes in human behavior. They can detect body language, voice tone, scent changes, breathing patterns. When you're stressed, anxious, or sick, your body releases subtle signals. And cats often notice these shifts. This is why some cats become extra attentive when their owners are upset. So when your cat watches you sleep, they might actually be paying attention to your breathing, movement, and rhythm. In a way, they are learning what normal looks like for you. And if something changes, they notice. But here's the part most cat owners never think about. If your cat regularly watches you while you sleep, and then suddenly stops, that could mean something changed. Cats are creatures of habit. If they suddenly alter a behavior they've done for years, it's usually because something in their environment shifted. Maybe they found a new sleeping spot. Maybe their routine changed. Or sometimes, they simply feel more relaxed and no longer need to stay alert. But paying attention to these small habits can tell you a lot about how your cat feels, because cats communicate far more through behavior than through sound. So the next time you wake up and see your cat quietly watching you in the dark, don't assume it's random. Your cat might be watching over you, studying your routine, protecting their territory, or simply staying close to someone they trust. What looks like a strange habit might actually be one of the most meaningful things your cat does. Because in the quiet of the night, while the whole world is asleep, your cat chose to stay awake, right beside you. And for a creature that values safety above everything else, that choice says a lot.